Well, a new wave of LEGO Star Wars sets has been revealed, and in this video, I want to see which ones are good and which ones are not so good. Starting it off easy with the Pilot Luke brickheads, let's be honest, no one really cares about this set that much, but I do feel like it gets the job done for what you would expect a Pilot Luke brickheads to look like. Staying on the Brickheads track, we have the Revenge of the Sith Heroes and Villains set. I'm actually quite impressed with this set. When I first heard the rumor that they were going to make a General Grievous Brickheads, not gonna lie, I was quite skeptical, but I think they did a good job retaining his overall design and still giving him a Brickheads look. On top of that, I do find it a little odd that they would make a pregnant Padme because I think we all know what happens in Revenge of the Sith. As for the other three characters in the set, I think they did a pretty good job with them, especially giving Anakin his Sith eyes. And compared to the other Brickheads packs, I think this is the best one by far. Up next is the buildable Star Wars logo. To be honest, I'm not really impressed with this set. I think the design is kind of bland, and it definitely could have used some minifigures like the Marvel buildable logo. On top of that, I think $60 is a tough ask for this set, because there is no figures, and I think the Easter egg at the top is just not enough. But aside from that, make sure you comment your thoughts on this set down below, because I do want to know what other people think about it. The next set on the list is Buildable Chopper. I actually think this set has some great features, like the arms being able to pop out of his head, and the head being able to bobble around. I'm also quite impressed with the Chopper figure that's included in this set because it's going to have back printing. I do have one gripe with this set though, and that's that I think his eyes look a little wonky to what you see in Universe. Overall, I think that if you're a fan of Rebels or the Ahsoka show, this would be a great pickup. Next on the list is the midi-scale Kylo Ren shuttle. To be honest, I'm really just not a fan of this set. I think that the middle portion of the set is just way too skinny to what we see in the movies. I also find this set to be wildly overpriced at $70. I mean, why would you go out and get this set when you can also go out and get the U-Wing? On top of that, the set just looks a little small for $70. They should have definitely made the set $5 or $10 cheaper at $60 or $65. Sticking with Kylo Ren, we have Kylo Ren's helmet. For the most part, I actually think this set is alright. I like how the silver parts on the front of his helmet are printed. I also like what they did with the design of his chin area. However, I do think this set suffers from the same issue that the Dark Trooper helmet suffered from a few years ago. And it's that I think it just has too many studs on the top of his helmet. I think it would have looked much better if they tiled it off. I think that with these Kylo Ren sets, it's nice that they're recognizing the 10th anniversary of The Force Awakens, even though the community doesn't really like that movie that much. Next is the U-Wing from the Andor show. I'm actually quite a big fan of this set. I think going into it, almost everybody knew that it wasn't going to be as good as the 2016 version. Even though it is downscaled and cheaper than the previous version, I think they still executed it pretty well. I think the figures in the set are great, the highlights being Dedra Meero and her dual-molded hairpiece, and the return of K2SO. I do think the design of the engines are a little rough, and I think they probably could have done better, but they do look alright. I think this would be a great day one pickup for anyone who's a fan of the Andor show or Rogue One. Getting into some heat, we have the May 4th gift with purchase. I think LEGO has been really starting to nail it with their gift with purchases, because last year the droid carrier was spot on, and so was this gift with purchase. This set has some very unique Clone Cadet minifigures, and I like the Kaminoan vehicle. I definitely think this set is going to be worth the paywall that you have to go through to get it. Nearing the end of the lineup of sets, we have Jango Fett's helmet. The only feature on this set is that his rangefinder can flip down, like we see in Universe. I actually find this set to be very cool, and I think it'd look really good next to the Boba Fett helmet. This set would also look really cool next to Jango Fett's UCS Slave 1. And would you look at that? It's Jango Fett's UCS Slave 1. And LEGO did a great job with the design of this one. I mean, the edges are so much rounder than the Boba Fett Slave 1 from 2015. I honestly think it's better than that Slave 1. There's only one thing I don't like about this set, and that's the Boba Fett figure. They really should have just kept the one from 2017. I mean, this one is really bad. The hairpiece is bad. His belt printing is wrong, and his arm color is wrong. Aside from that, though, the Jango Fett figure is very nice with his arm printing. I will definitely be picking this one up and making a video about it in the near future, so make sure you watch out for that. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications, and I'll see you in another one.